Good morning, Bob Long, LADC. Taking Timmy out for a walk this morning. Don't know if you saw him there, but he's enjoying life, and he's on a tight leash because there's lots of rabbits around here. It's hard to trust him around rabbits, and I think it's kind of hard for us to trust ourselves when we get around our drug of choice, whatever that is. But what we're going to talk about today is priorities. And we have to understand what we are making a priority in our life. Now, with a clean and sober mind, you're going to say, well, we need to prioritize relationships. We need to prioritize our health. We need to prioritize things that are going to be beneficial to us, not things that are going to slowly kill us. All right, fantastic. That sounds good. But yet we always go, if you're an addict, you go back to what you truly love. And you'll make excuses as to why you need whatever it is that's effing with you. So let's take a look at this. If you already know in your clean and sober mind what happens when you start drinking, or what happens when you start using meth, or what could happen when you start using opiates, overdose, and yet you choose to go back to doing it, that's insanity. Total insanity. Now maybe you have deluded yourself into saying, okay, I'm going to drink, but I won't lose my mind and go ape shit crazy on people I care about. With a clean and sober mind. With a clean and sober mind, you can do that 100% of the time, every day of the week. But I think what happens is when we're about 2 years old, we get in trouble, and we have those little puppy dog eyes or whatever. I don't think I can do puppy dog eyes. And we say, I'm sorry. Oh, how cute is that? And as parents with a 2 or 3 year old toddler, we go, it's okay, honey. And then we say, don't do it again. Right? Look, with my kids when they were younger, I said I don't accept apologies. What I do accept is changed behavior, because in that changed behavior, I will see the remorse. And when I see that changed behavior, I'm going to thank them for that. I'm going to say, I do recognize that you've changed. I do recognize that you're making efforts here. I do recognize that you're trying. Thank you so much for that. But that's not an excuse. That's not a permission slip for you to go back into the old crap. So what should you prioritize? Well, I'm in my 60s. John Wayne said it best. Life is hard. It's even harder when you're stupid. And I think I could add on to that. Life is hard. It's even harder if you're addicted to something. Just understand that even the most patient of people will stop being patient eventually, because they'll get sick and tired of being treated like garbage, like second-class citizens, like freaking slaves. Yeah, slaves. A person that goes out and works and then gets kicked to the curb. All because you prioritize your pleasure, the pleasure of having your brain cells killed by a substance. That's stupid. So you got to prioritize things. They used to say that marriage is the number one cause for divorce. I kind of like that joke. I think addiction's number 2. And if you're making excuses as to why you have to have your marijuana, if you're making excuses as to why you have to have nicotine, or why you have to have your alcohol, then you are a weak-minded, selfish, pleasure-seeking person that doesn't give a rat's rear fucking end, excuse me, did I say that on YouTube? Yes, I did, about other people. Anyway, take that to heart. Think about it. What have you been prioritizing? Me, I'm prioritizing my health. I'm prioritizing walking right now with my dog. I'm prioritizing going to the gym and working out. Why? Because I'm in my 60s. I want to be able to be productive into my 70s. I never plan on retiring, so I'm not going to kill my brain cells with something. I'm not going to destroy my relationships because of my own pleasure-seeking whatevers. I'm going to do the best I can for the people I love. And right now, I love me. And if I love myself so much, I'm not going to destroy me. I'm not going to destroy my relationships. I'm not going to destroy my marriage. I'm not going to destroy my mind. What are you going to destroy today? What have you already started destroying? Did you wake up this morning and decide, oh, I'm going to need a cigarette? Yeah, go ahead, destroy your lungs. Got news for you. My father smoked for 55 years. I watched him as he had COPD. I watched him not being able to breathe for the last 5 years of his life. He had an aneurysm that was very easily operated on. The doctor said, nope, sorry, can't do that. Your lungs would not be able to take the anesthesia. Now, this is way back in the early 80s. Doc gave him 3 to 6 months. He died at 4 months. Sometimes it's too late to change. I'm encouraging you and urging you, if alcohol, meth, marijuana, opiates, K2, behavioral addictions, gambling, sex, whatever, if those have destroyed relationships in the past, they will destroy relationships in the future. I don't want you all to have a life of regret. I want you to have a life of happiness, but not a selfish happiness. I want you to have healthy relationships. Good luck to all of us. Take care.